The Micronesian Games are underway in Majuro in the Marshall Islands, with 10 islands in the sub-region participating in 13 sports, including unique categories such as coconut climbing and spearfishing. A colourful opening ceremony was held on Saturday night with traditional performances, music and fireworks. Koroi Hawkins spoke with our correspondent in the Marshall Islands, Giff Johnson, about the Games.
Well, this is the biggest event ever, the Micronesian Games. It's the biggest event ever to be hosted in the Marshall Islands, so it's a really big deal for the country. And yeah, we've got around 1,000 visiting athletes, maybe more, plus 200 plus from the Marshall Islands. So it's a huge group, and the opening ceremony was a blast. There's no other way to describe it. It was really well done. They went, had everybody parade around. You had a number of the islands had their sports people dressed in traditional outfits and just a lot of pride from all the different countries. Kiribati did a dance as they got up by the podium where the VIPs are, and just a lot of good spirit. And then it segued into music and dancing and just all kinds of stuff on the stage that was set up that went for many, as nobody minds staying up late on a Saturday night. So they had a band in from Hawaii. They had lots of local performers. Yeah, so it was just a very exciting kickoff, I think. And what was really amazing about it, and just shows you how things work, is that at 4 o'clock, the skies opened up and it just was like a monsoon rain. And this is 2 hours before the opening ceremony on an outdoor track. And it just poured and poured and poured. The roads were flooded. I mean, I couldn't even get out of my office without getting it was like, like half a meter of water on the roads. Like literally, it was amazing. But 45 minutes, an hour before the start, it just stopped raining and the sky cleared, and it was great all night. So it was just one of those special evenings, and it worked really well.
Nice. Sounds like an amazing opening. And we had eight countries there, but I see from what you're reporting, there are actually 10 islands competing and still 14 sports. So what are some of the highlights
I
for
think
the
it's
tournament?
13. I think it's actually 13 sports, but it's Palau, Yap, Guam, Northern Marianas, Chuuk, Pohnpei, Koh Rai, Nauru, and Kiribati, and the Marshall Islands. And in the micro games, the 4 FSM states play as individual states rather than as the Federated States of Micronesia, right? So it
Interesting.
gives all of them more opportunities to do their thing. So yeah, we've got the Nauruans sent a huge delegation, which we expect. They got their own airplane, right? But Nauru Airlines was chartered by a number of the teams. Palau came in on Nauru as well as on United. And yeah, the Palauans, I think, have the second biggest delegation, and the Nauruans very close behind them. So yeah, 10 islands competing. And actually, basketball and beach volleyball started before the opening ceremony because there's so much in volleyball and basketball that they had to get it started. So we already have 6 medals have been awarded in 3-on-3 basketball, with Guam winning the gold for both men and women. But other teams doing well. The Marshall Islands got on the board with its first medal in 3-on-3 basketball. The women picked up a bronze. The Nauru women got the silver medal in 3-on-3 basketball, and which is a real testament to the progress of women's basketball in Nauru, right? That they got into the gold medal game. And Palau challenged Guam in the gold medal game and lost, so they got silver. So there was just a lot of great action yesterday for that 3-on-3 basketball. Now the regular basketball tournament started today, and that'll be a week long. Essentially, the playoffs, the gold games will be on the weekend. Also starting today is softball, women's softball. and also weightlifting. So the big thing for the Marshall Islands and weightlifting in particular is that Maddie Sasser, who is a very noted female wrestler here, who qualified for the Rio Olympics back a few years ago on her own merits, which shows you, I mean, she's an international class lifter. She's lifting at 4 o'clock, so that'll be a big thing for Marshall Islands today to see how she does. But like there's several teams to watch here. Nauru, especially, and the Marshall Islands in lifting. I mean, Nauru is always a powerhouse in weightlifting. So those are big things that are on for today. And weightlifting is just a couple of days. And then volleyball, indoor volleyball gets going this week. And it's the Micronesian Games, so we've got some really island type things too. So we have spearfishing, and that event gets going in a couple of days. It's a 2-day spearfishing thing. And we have Micronesian all around, which is island skills like climbing coconut tree, husking, whole lot of local island skills. So if you can get up and down a coconut tree in a jiffy, you may win a gold medal in Micronesian all around. So there's that whole range of games. And then wrestling, which is big for the Marshall Islands in particular. That's end of the week, this coming weekend. They'll be doing Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And then, so just incredible stuff going on at multiple venues already started today.